Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Usetale. So today's tutorial video is going to be all about how I made this beautiful bralette crop top. This is me wearing it. You can see how beautiful it looks on me. If you're interested in seeing how I cut and sewed this crop top, please keep on watching, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So guys, this is the fabric I'm going to be using for this tutorial. It is a crepe fabric and you're going to be needing only 1 yard of fabric. So I'm going to go ahead to draft it out on my pattern paper, and these are the measurements you're going to be needing to draft it out. So guys, to draft it, I'm just going to go ahead and roll a line here, which is going to serve as my starting line. After doing that, now take all the horizontal measurement. I'm going to take away 4.5 inches, which is going to be for the strap. Then I will go ahead and measure to the bust point. I will take it to the under bust. Then I will take the length of this crop top. I'm going to be making use of length of 18 inches. Then go ahead and connect all the dots. So guys, after doing that, label this the chest line, this is the bust point, the under bust, and the waistline. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is to come to the under bust line here. I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Take the same thing on the waistline and also on the bust point. Go ahead and connect these dots to roll a straight line. After doing that, you're going to come to the chest line. You're going to add extra 1/2 inch to what you took on the bust point. You take it on the chest line, then go ahead and connect it just like this. Guys, after doing that, now the next thing is to come to the waistline and take your dart. I'll take 1/2 inch to the part coming inwards, then I'll take 1 inch to the part going out. Do the same thing on the under bust line and connect a straight line. So guys, after doing that, now the next thing you're going to do is to connect from this point to meet the bust point. So for this first one, I will use my straight ruler. Then for the second one, I'm going to use the French curve to connect it. So guys, after doing this, now you're going to come to the chest line. You're going to take 1/2 inch on both sides of this line. Then you use your straight ruler to connect it to meet the bust point. So guys, after you're done doing that, now the next thing is to curve out the neck. You're just going to use your curve rule to connect from this point to meet the bust point. If you don't want the neck to be too deep, you can choose to go up from the bust point by either 1/2 inch or 1 inch before connecting your neckline. Now you're going to come here and come down by 3.5 inches. Measure to make sure you have your bust measurement divided by 4. Then you're going to come to this upper side. You will go out by 1/2 inch. Then go ahead and use your French curve to create your armhole just like this. Guys, after you're done doing this, now it's time to add all the allowances. This is the initial bust measurement divided by 4. I'll measure this dart and I will add it to it. Then I will add extra 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Go ahead and extend this line. Now you're going to come to the under bust. You're going to take your round under bust measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart and add it. Add extra sewing allowances. Then come to the waistline. Measure your waist measurement divided by 4. Add the dart and add sewing allowance. Go ahead and connect these dots. After you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and cut this out. So guys, this is what you're going to have for now. Before I go ahead to cut out all these parts, I want to use this front part to trace on another pattern paper for the back. So this is the pattern paper I'm going to be using for the back. So the first thing I'm going to do is to rule a line here, which is going to serve as the zipper allowance. Then I'm going to place the front on it. Make sure that this armhole is directly on where the pattern paper starts from. Okay, go ahead and mark the length. Then remove the front and connect a straight line just like this. After you're done doing that, now you're going to go ahead and draw out the dart. You're going to come to this part here. You will take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Take the same thing on this upper part. Go ahead and use your ruler to create a straight line. After doing that, you're going to come here and you take 1/2 inch on both sides of that line. Then you connect it to meet this part just like this. So guys, this is the dart. After doing that, now the next thing I'm going to do is to come here and take my round bust measurement divided by 4. I will add the sewing allowance. Then come here, take your round waist measurement divided by 4, measure the dart and add it, and add extra inches for the sewing allowance. Then go ahead and connect it. So guys, after doing that, now I'm going to come to this waistline. I will reduce what I have here by ½ inch. I will also reduce the zipper allowance by ½ inch. Then I will connect it. This is for me to eliminate anything called zip bulge. You don't want your zip to be looking bulge at the back. Now you're going to come to the side here and replace the ½ inch that you cut out of the other side and connect it. Now the next thing you're going to do is to come here and come down by 0.75 inch. Then use your curve rule to connect it just like this. This is because I don't want the neckline to be totally straight. Then go ahead and cut this out. Guys, after you're done cutting, this is it. You label it the back. Then this is the zipper allowance. So guys, this is it for the back. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting the front. So first of all, I will separate the under bust and the waistline. So just go ahead and cut it out. Then I will go ahead and cut out the dart as well. So guys, after doing that, you're going to have the center front and this is the side front. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close up the dart that I have here. So just go ahead and fold it like the way you see me doing, just like this. Fold it out, then use your sellotape to sellotape it just like this. So guys, this is it. These are all the pattern papers that I have drafted out. Now I'm going to go ahead and use it to cut on my fabric. This is what I had after I was done cutting on my fabric. I added ½ inch to the sides that needed joining allowances. So this is the cup. I added ½ inch to all the sides. I cut out 4 pieces instead of 2 because I also want to use the fabric as the lining for this crop top. So the same thing applies to the side front. So guys, for this other one, which is like the band, I cut it out way longer than what I need because of the pleats that we have on it, the design. So I added extra 8 inches to the length I'm supposed to have. So by the time you pleat it, it's going to give you what you need. Now it's time to start sewing. I'm just going to place the back piece and the other one aside. Then I'll start working on the center front and the side front. So go ahead and remove your pattern paper and your pins. Now you're going to take out 2 pieces, which is going to be for the actual fabric. Then the other one, take out 2 pieces from the side front and place them aside. That's going to be for the lining. Now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and join it. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you're done joining. Now I'm going to go ahead and iron the seam flat. So just open it up like this and iron it with your hot iron. So guys, after ironing, this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to go ahead and join the side front to the center front. So just place it the right sides facing each other like this. You will join it, then you do the same thing to this other side. This is what I had after I was done joining it, guys. You can see I have excess here. Don't worry, we'll cut it off. It's no big deal. Now I'm going to bring the ball. I will use the tailor's ham. It's actually called a tailor's ham. So go ahead and use it to iron the seam flat, just the way you see me doing. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you're done ironing. You can see. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and join the lining pieces just exactly the same way I joined the actual fabric. So this is what you're going to have after doing that. I decided to top stitch the lining pieces, just a way of differentiating the lining from the actual body, you can see. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and trim out this excess that I have at the neck area here. So go ahead and trim it out on the lining piece and as well on the actual fabric. So guys, after you're done doing this, now the next thing is I'm going to bring this rope that I'll be using for the strap. I already folded it. I have it to be 14 inches long, which is, when I measured from here all the way to the back, I had 13 inches. So I decided to cut out the rope using 14 inches. The extra 1 inch is for the joining allowance. Now you're going to go ahead and place the strap on this part here where you joined it together. Then you're going to pin it down. Make sure to leave like ½ inch at the size small. Then you do the same thing to this other side. So guys, after you're done pinning, now you're going to take the lining piece, you place it on it the right sides facing each other. So just take it to the sewing machine and sew it just like this. So guys, this is what I had after I was done sewing the lining and the actual fabric together. I flipped it out to the right side and then ironed it. So this is how you're going to have it looking like. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring this one, the down part, which is like the band. You are going to open it up on the table like this, then just fold it together with about 2 inches, then measure 1.5 inch like this. Then you're going to sew on it all the way to the end. So guys, this is what I had after I was done sewing. I went ahead to iron it flat, as you can see. Now you're going to go ahead and repeat the same process. So just fold it together like this. Make sure that the first one is lapping on the second one. Did you see? Okay, now you're going to take it to the sewing machine and sew on it just like that. So guys, I went ahead to sew extra 2. So this is what I have, you can see. So this is it guys. Now I have it to be looking like this. I have 1, 2 and 3. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and join this to the upper side. So just place it with the actual fabric the right sides facing each other. Then you're going to put all these other ones inside and use your lining piece to cover it up just like this. Then you're going to sew on it down. So guys, this is what I had after I was done sewing. I'm going to go ahead and flip this to the right side. So guys, this is how it is going to look like. I'll go ahead now to iron it out. So after ironing, go ahead and place it aside. Now it's time to work on the back piece. I'm just going to go ahead and notch out the zipper allowance area. I will also go ahead and notch the dart. So just place it together following your pattern paper to notch all these parts out. After you're done doing that, remove the pattern paper. Now I'm going to open the two back pieces on the table. Now the first thing I will do is to go ahead and sew the dart on it. This is what I had after I was done sewing the dart, as you can see. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to fold this part. So just fold it together like this and run a stitch on it. You do the same thing to the other one. You also do the same thing to the down part. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you are done folding. Did you see? Now the next thing I'm going to do is to fix the zipper. The zipper is not the same color with the fabric. I just realized I didn't have exactly the zipper I needed, but I'm going to be fixing it in a way that it wouldn't show. You can see this is what I have. I fixed it in an enclosed form. This was actually my last tutorial video. I shared with you guys how to fix an enclosed zipper. So if you haven't seen that video, please go ahead and use the link you are seeing right now to watch it. So guys, you can see this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring the front piece. I will place the strap on this part, this that area, then I'll stitch it down. I'll do the same thing to the other one. So guys, after doing that, this is what you're going to have. You can see, so this is it. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip this to the wrong side just like this. Then I'll place these sides together. Then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I will join the sides using the sewing allowance that I added when I was drafting it out. I'll do the same thing to this other side. This is what I had after I was done joining the sides, guys. So this is it. This is how it came out. This is how to go about making this beautiful crop top. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Please do all to try out this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.